Hi, and welcome to a new video blog by Keira at InkyProductions.etsy.com. I'm going to talk to you today about Twitter feed and applying your shop's RSS feed to Twitter, so that way every time you update and post a new item or renew a new item, your feed will automatically tweet on your Twitter account, which will make an excellent addition to anybody's Twitter, because it means less promoting for you and more time playing around and meeting other Twitters. So let's start by going to the correct page. It's http://twitterfeed.com. Now, when I first looked at this, I was a little confused, which is why I'm showing you the web page and taking you through it step by step. So first, you have to log into Twitter feed by using your OpenID. Okay, but I've already done this myself, and I go through Blogger because I have a blog for InkyProductions at Blogger, so it's very easy for me to do it that way. And it will take a few seconds to load. It seems to be a little finicky at this early stage, but eventually it will log in and I will be able to show you how to do everything. Okay, see, here's the welcome, glad you can make it, yada yada yada. And now you go to your Twitter feeds to create a new one, and you can go here or here. So that's just to show you where it's located on the page. So now we're going to my Twitter feeds, and my connection is slow, which is, not helpful. Oh well. Load. Eventually it will load, and this will be, there you go. Okay, now it's loaded. So we're going to create a new Twitter feed. I already have done this, so it's just a matter of taking you through it, and I won't be saving these Twitter feeds because I honestly don't need two of the same Twitter feeds. So the first thing you have to do is you have to plug in your username and password, and to test your authentication to make sure that it can log in, and it will do this little waiting symbol right here as it attempts to test your Twitter connection. And while it's doing that, I'm going to show you how to get your shop's RSS feed. Now here's my shop, and this should be the same on everybody's. Let's just out of the way. And you scroll all the way down, and it's below, your username info and your other items and page tools, and it's this tiny little button right there at the bottom that says RSS the shop, and you click it and it too loads, and this way you can subscribe to the person's shop. Hint hint, if anybody wants to subscribe to me. But honestly, this is what you need right up there, is you need the RSS feed URL. And so once you have it, you go over here, and as you see, it's now tested my Twitter authentication and said that my username and password are correct. And you fill in your RSS feed, and you can decide how often you want to update your Twitter with news from your shop, and it only will update if you actually have something new. It's all based on publication date, so you can choose every 30 minutes, so that way it will post within 30 minutes of you doing something at your shop, or within 24 hours of your shop. And I choose 30 because I'd like it to get up there sooner, because I like to see my hits and view counts go up higher. I'm kind of, happier to see stuff like that earlier rather than later. And then you can choose between 1 and 5 updates each time. So if, say, when you logged in, you renewed 3 items and posted 2 new ones, you might want to stick with 5. Show the most that you can. And if you notice how strange the text of your shop's RSS feed is, you will choose wisely and say that all you want is the title for your post, because your descriptions will be long or weird or smushed or not very easy to read. And I want to make sure that you guys notice that you have to include item link. It's already pre-checked for you. If you unchecked it, you would not have a link, and that would be bad, because the whole reason you're setting up this RSS feed is that people have direct links into your shop and an easy way to promote yourself. Now, Twitter uses tinyURL, so I'm going to leave it as tinyURL for myself. They have like these other ones here, and I don't really know much about them, but I'm just going to keep tinyURL because that's what Twitter does. And then you can post your new items based on pub date or GUID, and I choose publication date. And then you get this option, which is to prefix each of your tweets with a little, saying or shout out. And I chose new in shop, colon. Not semicolon, just colon. And you can have up to 20 characters, as it says. It's pretty easy. I don't want to do any filters by keywords, and I want it to be active, so then you would click create and it would do it just fine. But I already have this one created, so we're not going to worry about that. And but instead of clicking cancel, we're going to go back up to the top, and I'm going to show you how to create one through or for your blog at the same time, because that seems kind of like fun, you know what I mean? So let's open up and go to my blog. That way, if you have Blogger, you can easily access your RSS feed and apply it to your Twitter as well, so that way every time you do a new post, people can easily see what you've done. And you just click the right here up at the top, especially if you've already included it yourself for the blog, and you just want to do like Atom. And you take this right here up at the top again, and you go over to Twitter feed, and you fill it in. And I would once again do like, I don't know, maybe 24 hours, because honestly, how often do you blog, really? And up to 5 new updates each time, so that way if you did 5 posts in a day at random intervals, it would at least get all 5 posts. I usually update once or 4 times in a week. I don't really update it 4 times in a day. So once again, I would say just include the title, because the whole point of your title should be descriptive enough to say what's going on if they click on the link. And then include the link, and once again the tiny URL and the publication date, and maybe not new in shop, but a new blog post perhaps. Or if you have more than one blog, or if you're part of a Etsy sales team, or anything else that you can think of that has an RSS feed, then you can just change your prefix for every set of tweets, and that way you can create as many feeds as necessary to keep your Twitter account working for you when you are doing other things, so you don't have to spend your time, on your Etsy page or on your blog or anywhere else and updating there, only to go to Twitter and announce it, because this will do it for you, and it's really easy. And if you have WordPress instead of Blogger, WordPress already has a Twitter update plugin, so you just need to locate that and use that instead of Twitter feed, because it's really easy and it just sets up within your blog. And so yeah, those are my tips for you today on Twittering for your tweets and your tweet buddies. And we'll go here to my Twitter page, so that way you can see how it works. Like I said, new in shop, and I have 1, 2, and not too long ago there was another one. Yeah, see, 3. So 1, 2, and 3. 3 posts, all because of this awesome new tool called Twitter feed. So I hope that was helpful, and that you understand how to set up your own account, so that way your Twitter will work for you, and you can log into Twitter to tweet other interesting things besides, say, promoting your stuff. This way you can promote other people's stuff or talk about other things. And you can do this with Flickr photos and all sorts of things. So just be creative and hop to it. See ya!